Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back to Middle-earth as we have an Erebor civil war today. We have two Erebor armies attacking another Erebor army on defense and also Isengard. So it seems like one faction maybe of like Erebor, you could say, has decided to turn evil and has sided with Saruman, and they're now defending Calimbel against two dwarven armies. And I guess maybe you could say like Erebor's like, we cannot have any evil dwarves. We cannot let like men and elves know that dwarves have become evil, so we must destroy them before anyone else finds out. And Isengard's come to the aid of their new allies, like the evil dwarves, I guess is what I'm going to call them today. But yeah, so you can see here we have a lot of Erebor warriors that have managed to get onto the walls without any sort of contest. They're just going to be able to get on and get off pretty quickly. It seems like the line of defense is going to be made by the dwarves is here. And it's like sort of like really large choke point they've decided to defend instead of like the smaller ones, which is kind of bizarre. But yeah, we've got lots of like spear guards, we've got halberdiers here, we've got like crossbows and stuff all set up. But look at this, these crossbows already are risk of getting taken out by Erebor Axe Warriors as they've just taken the gate. And Erebor is now just streaming his troops through. But yeah, it seems like, well, it seems like one army is kind of like concentrated on taking this, and it seems like the other army is kind of like gonna have the job of taking this river. I don't really know what. There's a lot of troops back here. Like there's like all of the elites are back here really for the dwarves. We've got lots of tomb wardens. We've got mansion claimers. We've got dwarven barrack guard. We've got a lot of stuff that's still to come in. So yes, this is gonna be a pretty fun battle. I'm sure of it. And look, there's already sappers coming over. I don't know what the idea is here. Is just to blow the dwarves or something? Like it's a little bit early. They're not even like. Yeah, he needs to get sappers out of there. It's not a good idea to get these guys down here. He's got White and Storms as well. Like, it's not even like... I mean, there's some decent dwarves here. There's a decent amount. Oh, that's a lot of dead dwarves there, though. Oh, that's a lot. That was a fresh unit. It's got down to 48 men. These sappers, though, they want to go for like a unit that's like already like off the walls. They don't want to go for one that's like coming off the walls, because that's when you'll get the most damage done. But they do need to do it like now rather than later, because as the battle goes on, these crossbows will probably get mounted on the walls, and they'll probably be able to just shoot down any sappers that get close to the enemy. But yeah, it seems like I'm just gonna fast forward for now, because it doesn't seem like either side really wants to make any moves. I mean, the crossbows is gonna gun down this. Oh yeah, this is a really good unit to take out with crossbows. Just shoot this Erebor Axe Warrior. If he's gonna stand here, just let it die. I mean, I'll just weaken it anyway. Let it do a little bit of damage. But yeah, not really any sort of combats going on so far. But yes, if you're enjoying seeing Rise of Mordor on the channel, feel free to support the channel any way you want, whether it's a comment, whether it's a like, whether it's a subscribe. If you haven't already as well and you want to like know when more Middle-earth action is out, make sure to hit that notification bell as well. And feel free to send in your own replays. This one was sent in by a member of my Discord. If you'd like to join the Discord or send in your own Rise of Mordor replays, then join through the link in the description. That is the best way to get involved in any sort of like stuff that happens on the channel. But yeah, so it seems like the dwarves are taking their time. They really are, and they're kind of not getting punished for it as well. Like Erebor and Isengard are kind of like preserving their ammo. They're not like shooting too much. I mean, in fairness, the dwarves have kind of done a good job in making sure there's not much to shoot at. It looks like we are about to see some sort of a push over here. I would have certainly defended this wall if I was the dwarves, because I mean then you can use the wall over here, and you can then just shoot at you can shoot at these like dwarves as they cross here and like support this choke point here. But nope, seems they're not interested in that. I mean, or you could set up crossbows there and you could fire across. That would be another really good option. Because I mean, the dwarves on the well, actually, the attacking dwarves have brought some bows, which is good. I was gonna say I thought they may have just brought crossbows as well, so they were gonna find it equally difficult in the skirmish phase. But no, seems like they might be okay. Yeah, okay, good. Isengard is sending crossbows across, so he will be able to support in the fight here. I mean, Erebor probably thought he's got an easy job, but these are White and Stormers. These are elites. And here we go. This looks like it's going to be the first melee combat, and it is going to be dwarves versus Isengard. The dwarves are like, how dare you corrupt our fellow countrymen? How dare you? I mean, also like the towers are firing into the backs of these troops. That's also a nice little addition to the defense for Isengard. Yeah, the crossbows, can they not fire? I mean, they might be able to just fire from here, but well, it looks like they're trying to fire on the move. Oh, wow, they just fired on them. Imagine firing a crossbow on the move. Can't see that being very accurate. We get the Stormers are forming like their test unit formation. They're not really coming out of that. And don't blame them. And I guess the crossbows are going to get like right up close and they're just going to focus into the side of these guys. Probably a good idea. Yeah, they're going to have a pretty decent line of sight, I imagine. This is always good. This is what you need to do, like fighting Erebor. You need to just like get little angles like this, like support. Like Erebor infantry's good, but it can be made to look pretty average when it's like just when you use archer supports with your infantry. Well, Iron Storm is still taking a few casualties. I don't know. I don't think these crossbows were the best. Actually, they may be better. Well, no, they're doing damage now. Look at that. They're gunning down these guys. I mean, they're killing a few of their own Uruks as well. They are getting shot. Maybe I think it's a decent trade though. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how that one turns out. But it's a good idea there, and they are also now pushing over here and actually attacking the spear guard of Erebor. I don't know whether it was a really good idea to bring spear guard. I would have probably just brought axes. And yeah, you're defending, but even still, you got to get those kills. And swords or axes like Erebor here will eventually beat these spears because they just have better melee attack. There are halberdiers in here, I mean, which Erebor is quite happily just charged onto. Like the attacking Erebor is just charged onto evil Erebor's halberdiers. So, I mean, that's not that great. Though these crossbows up here, if I was them, I mean, these guys have plenty of options to shoot at. I mean, I'll be shooting at either the pole arms over there, which looks like it might be their target, or you just shoot straight ahead. I mean, you could try and hit the sappers in there. I mean, honestly, this is a great target for your sappers. I mean, you just need to retreat these dwarves, get the sappers to rush forward, blow them up, and that's fine. That's an easy win. Because if you just take out a unit with the sappers, I think that's a good trade. Maybe 2 would be better, but yeah, it's not a bad trade. These stormers are actually dying quicker than I expected, and the dwarves aren't really dying quickly enough. The crossbows ain't doing their job. I think it's always a good idea to bring a mix of bows and crossbows, just so you have because you don't know what you're going to be facing. You don't know how the attacker is going to set up or how the defenders are going to set up. So it's always a good idea, I think, to bring both. And luckily, like the attackers did, so they're okay. But I think the defenders, they just brought all crossbows. So I mean, they kind of suck in that position. They're like, well, what do you do? And look at this, losing decisively. Iron Stormers, not a good sign. They've got crossbows all the way for the last stand as well. They've got a lot of troops that they're keeping for the last stand. I guess Berserkers, they wanted to just keep at the back because, well, they are like very, very vulnerable to archers. But still, I wouldn't be leaving them at the last stand because if they have ammo, they'll just shoot them down. But they are good units, I guess, at the last stand because they like got unbreakable morale. Manchu Reclaimers here. It's a general unit. I mean, you could just shoot the general if you wanted to. I mean, I know it's general sniping, but he's just standing here. You could just shoot him. You won't kill any of his units, but you could just weaken his Manchu Reclaimers. And the dwarves carry on fighting against each other. So much of Durin's blood is being spilt this day. However, will they recover? It looks like are they sending shock infantry? Wow, they're already sending berserkers across. I mean, there are dwarves losing as well. This is like they are losing. Yeah, this is a better angle here for the crossbows. Yeah, apparently they're obstructed, but they seem to be getting they're getting better shots off. They're also not killing their own Uruks, which is more the important thing. And the Uruks have broken their testudo formation, which is what they needed to do as well, because that's just not helping with their melee attack. Like they're not going to get much in the way of like charge bonus or just like kills generally. I know it's trying to protect their own infantry, but like this is good infantry. Like they'd still break through. And you can see now that the dwarves are sick of those crossbows, and they'll bring over some archers of the Red Mountains here. It feels so long ago since the dwarves got their massive update. Now this is probably now that like Harad and stuff are gonna get their updates. So yeah, this is probably like the last video I'll do of 5.1, and then it'll be on to whatever the number they choose. Might be 5.5, I imagine. Like with Harad, it's gonna be, I don't know. We've had so many updates and like stuff added that you kind of forget like how old, not how old, but like how old some of these used. Like the Woodland Realm, for instance, it feels like a lifetime ago since they were added, but it's like probably about a year ago. This mod's come on like in leaps and bounds. It really has. And they'll be able to like Mummakill in it, and soon to have trolls as well. It's going to be amazing. It really is. I mean, obviously they're baby Mummakill, but they're still Mummakill. And they've already promised that we'll have the big ones eventually. So I'm excited. I'd say it's kind of confusing to tell who's attacking, who's defending. But the defenders have spears and the attackers don't. That's kind of just the easiest way to kind of put it out. They actually are losing. I'm kind of surprised as I just whack my mic. I mean, these guys are well chevroned up. Both sides are quite chevroned. Yeah, these guys are losing. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, I guess because they're running under halberds. Probably why they're losing that fight. The dwarves, in fact, did retreat here. And they're coming back forward. I honestly think just throw the sappers in. See if you can just get a sneaky little explosion. But no, I mean, looks like they're going to go into combat here. This little weakened dwarven unit. Not a bad idea. Now this is where it gets confusing because who's who. But I mean, the attackers are here. And then the defenders are on the other side, like up the hill. But yeah, really nice there. They actually, well, I'll say that. It's not that nice. The crossbows did manage to get, I guess they flanked around. They flanked around and then went for the crossbows. The berserkers came in and hammer and anviled. And they've done the damage. But as you can see here, all the elites now coming up for the dwarves. They've decided they need to bring them a little bit closer. It's probably a good idea in case they do break through. But we've got 2 Mordors here. We've got Barrack Guard. Looking mighty fine as this army. Some good elite troops, and they still got more crossbows. Good to always keep some crossbow units in reserve, or like arch units in reserve if you can, because just in case, you know, you get to a nasty choke point and you need to try and break through. I mean, there are pikes, obviously, that are going to be an issue. Oh, this is not good. Those sappers are dying. Right, this is the thing. I know who's playing as Isengard. It's Val who's playing as Isengard. And Val, I think I don't know, he gets too worked up with these sappers that they're going to do something. It just ends up wasting 1,000 gold. I don't think it really works 9 times out of 10. And also, he missed his chance. He should have done it a long time ago. These sappers were more interested in firing at the pole arms over here for quite a long time. He should have just pushed forward the sappers. And yeah, now they're going to just... Oh, well, they've kind of gone in. And they've got an explosion off there. So, that, I mean, they've done okay. But why couldn't you do this when they had 12 men, not just like one? Like a couple explode, but... not really, not many. So, I mean, we've got like to see at least one go off. Yeah, they actually one has survived and still has no ammo. How he's managed to survive and lose his ammo, I'm not sure, because the whole point is that the bomb in his back blows up. But we'll never know, I guess. He must just be very resilient. Oh my gosh, these Mansion Claimers. Triple gold chevron. I mean, there's like overkill, and then there's this. They look awesome. I really love the officer unit actually for this dwarven unit. It looks awesome. I mean, the Mansion Claimers themselves just look amazing. Like, look at that. The gold beards. Oh, it's beautiful. They really do look awesome. Their shields as well. Looks amazing. Still probably one of my favorite looking units, Mansion Claimers. And look at this. Isengard's going to be aggressive. I don't know why. I mean, he's fighting archers around mountains here. These crossbows probably could beat them. And all he's doing is risking his berserkers. Like, this is far too aggressive. He's setting his berserkers around. He's just going to end up just getting shot from the walls. I don't know what he was planning here. Yeah, these berserkers are just going to die. This is a big waste by Isengard here. Big waste. Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't agree with this strategy. And there you go. These berserkers getting gunned down. It's kind of a bit sad to see. I mean, they are unbreakable, but still, you don't. This unit was like at 60 men, and now it's on 17. Those 60 berserkers could have like actually done something, but they're getting focused down and murdered. Oh my gosh! Best way to kill a berserker is with arrows. You don't want to get in combat with them. Though at this point, I don't think they're going to do much. Yeah, they're losing decisively anyway. You don't see that very often. And Wyatt and Storm was get broken. After all, like, that defense of this choke point here, they didn't just throw away the infantry units. They could have carried on. I know that, like, Dwarves kind of given up going across here because it was going to be a brutal way to come across. But still, why throw the troops away? You could bring them back around and help defend the main point. But it looks like the Dwarves are throwing in more. The defenders actually have got some axe warriors, and they're throwing them in over here as well. It's just such a mess. You can't tell who's who, really. Well, like I said, you can sort of, just who's got the spears and who hasn't. Here we go, even more Erebor Axe Warriors going in. It's endless. Endless amount of them. There you go, Erebor Axe Warriors. I mean, they'll get through eventually. They've got so many of them. They have, like, the attackers. They've got so many that they'll eventually break through. But honestly, they're gonna need some. They need to set up some shock infantry, and also like focus these halberdiers down. They're winning over here as well. The defenders doing a really good job. I mean, it also helps that they've got like a really nice like. Sort of like slope where they can put their crossbows at the top of this slope and they can just fire down. I'm pretty sure they can just hit anything they want. They can hit reserves, they can hit the front line. Like they've got a nice angle there. I really like that angle that they've got going on. And you can see these halberdiers, they've actually been pulled back. Now it's time to focus these guys down, kill them. And then, I mean, over here, this is definitely the area where you want to send in shock infantry. So many dwarves. I'm going to need a break from dwarves after this battle. Like, if I ever see dwarves again, I'll go insane. There's so many of them. What a mess. I know, like, I know, like, the elves fight each other at several points, like, in their history, but I don't think the dwarves ever really have, like, a sort of, like a kinslaying. It's kind of a... I mean, it's not a shame, because I don't really want the dwarves to kill each other. I do quite like the dwarves. But I don't... It's kind of surprising. They kind of, like, they're so aggressive. I guess maybe because they're all, like, sons of Durin, like, all the kings and stuff like that. So, maybe they're like, well, it's just a bit too close to be killing each other. Yeah, we've got a general going in. I mean, he's in combat now. This is, like, you're, like, okay to kill him now. You're okay to shoot him. So I get both these crossbows. I've been gunning down this Manchu Claimer. Manchu Claimer is really good, but the way to kill him is with cavalry, like rear charging cavalry, and also just shooting with your crossbows. Already got a general going in as well for the attackers. Dwarven Barrack Guard with gold chevrons. It didn't get a great charge either. So interesting tactics. Really, really interesting. Oh, what is going on here? Oh no, it's okay. I thought these archers had ammo, but no, they don't. They're going to try and silence the crossbows. Crossbows are these crossbows are actually okay in combat. They've got pretty good morale and armor. And I think they probably win that fight. Like, I think archers of the Red Mountains are just cheaper. Just charge the storms forward, catch these guys out, give them easy kills. I can see why they want to get the crossbows out there because Tomb Wardens are coming. But I mean, easy solution. Just get more crossbows up. You can just gun these Tomb Wardens out. It's a really, really good unit. You want to kill that unit. Over here, it looks like, well, no change. I think the dwarves have moved forward a little bit, like the attacking dwarves move forward. The evil dwarves are being pushed back slowly, bit by bit. And it's certainly helping the crossbow fire, but still more breaking attackers. Now, it also helps when Erebor turns his back like this. It's just allowing Isengard to get some really nice rear shots with his crossbows. So, yeah, I'm sure he's appreciating that. You can see even more Axe Warriors. Oh, no, changed his mind. So even more Axe Warriors being set up, but no. It's generally, he's losing a few troops, but it's not like the end of the world. The Barrack Guard are in here. I mean, this is just not a good, it was not a good charge for them. They need to get like a good flanking charge. Also, as a general, bit of a attacking general, sending up your general so early is a bit of a risk. Even being a defender general is a bit of a risk, sending your general up so early. It's just early in the fight. There's a long time left of this battle, and they're both setting up their generals as either a sign of desperation, which I don't think the defenders are at yet, or the attackers. I think it's just more inexperience and just inexperienced players, or maybe like, I don't know, strange tactics really. Really, really strange. But yeah, over here, just archers run around, going to just murder them. All these crossbows are kind of dying though. I honestly thought they'd probably beat those archers of the Red Mountains pretty easily. Apparently not. But I mean, they are going to down now. Those storms will cut them down. But the two ones, they consider this end of the river. That's fine. I don't think they're ever going to really like come across. Like put it like that. Yeah, keep the ward and say that's fine. I don't think the stormers are going to come across. They're waiting for you to come across so they can shoot you. Yeah, I don't know why Pike's coming down. I mean, I take the general out of like Romantic Claimers. I think they've got too much in here. They're gonna put Pikes in as well. That's gonna be too much. No, they send them back. They got their own Manchu Claimers in it now. Have the attackers. That's a good call. I mean, if you can't beat them, join them, as the saying goes. If you can't beat the Manchu Claimers, join them and send your own in. Manchester is losing though. Look at that. General's starting to lose. This is bad because like even like dwarves, well eventually like their morale will start to go, and especially since they're defenders. Like they've not got many. I mean, it's a small battle anyway. It's 2,300 against 2,500. So numbers slowly shifting in favor of defenders, but they don't want to lose their general. Like dwarves, even like a lot of their troops have been in combat or are in combat, so they could just break. Any point, even though they are like a pretty sturdy nation, still don't want them to be losing their general so early on. Looks like Isengard's shifting pikes. I don't know what he's doing. He's still got a sapper alive over here. Is this the one sapper that survived? Has he gone into resupplied? I think he has, and he's going to try and blow him up again. Well, that's okay. He'll get like another like 20 or 30 kills. The Manchester is down here. I mean, the Barrack Guard should just retreat. I don't know why this general's still in here. He's not getting the greatest charge bonus in the world or anything like that. So, like, the longer this goes on, the more that it's going in favor of a melee fight. Or, like, proper melee infantry. Over here, though, this is a brutal fight. It's been going on for so long. They have pushed them back, though. The halberdiers are certainly, you can tell, much further back. Brutal. I mean, you can stand in for. Oh, they're moving back troops. Look at this. Erebor is moving back troops. He's going to put some just weakened crossbows in just to defend this. Well, dwarves need to push hard. They need to try and catch as much. This is the defenders accepting that they cannot hold this line any longer. I mean, if they push hard now, they could just trap the storm with the wrong side of the river as well. So, yeah, they really need to push hard. There you go. Dwarves seen. It's a little bit late, possibly, but I mean, I don't think these crossbows will hold too long anyway. There you go. I mean, the Achilles crossbows, they are wavering broken. Right. Now trap that stormer and that. I mean, it's not going to be trapped. They can get across over there. I think that's where they're going to go. But still, like, you could potentially, like, keep them out of the fight for a lot longer than they want to be anyway. And they can just encircle our troops here. Yeah, General, he's trying to get out of there. I think that Dwarven unit's pulled through, though. That Manchester Claim is definitely pulled through because these guys are alive. So that's a shame that he's done that. But yeah, that Dwarven General, I don't think he's going to get out of there. And this is why you don't send your general in so early, because things like that, they do get killed. Like, the reason you keep your generals to last is and they do so well, is because they're the last unit to go in and they're fighting usually weakened units. If you send them in early like this against fresh units, he's probably not going to do that great. Yeah, that's not great. That is not great at all. They need to send some, like, Erebor Axe Warriors in there. They're going to have to sacrifice themselves. Manchester Claimers both losing, apparently, at one point. Not quite sure how sure that's been managed. But there you go. General is gone. The Dwarves have lost their general, and that's a huge, huge loss. I mean, it's worse for Isengard if he loses his. But even still, the Dwarves losing their general is sloppy. It's sloppy, I think. I don't think they needed to send him in. They've got, like, fresh spear guards back here. Why they weren't sent in long time ago, I don't know. But it's now going to be a massive. I don't know why like the dwarves have stopped here as well. They're allowing Isengard to set up. Like, this is... Like, they're not paying attention. They should be just hitting these pikes while they're, like, looking the wrong way. But no, they're going to form shield wall. They're going to play defensive. A very, very defensive-minded attacking force. They should just be surrounding these spears. Break them much quicker. But yeah, there you go. Oh, there you go. Look at this. Is he going to go in the sapper? Is he actually going to manage to get in? Look at this. The dwarves are scared of one man. Just kill him. Just get into combat and kill him. And yeah, I mean, he's... Yeah, that's a... I mean, he's managed to retake that choke point by just having one sapper. He should not... They should just killed him, and he should have just pushed these pikes. He's made some bad moves there by the attackers who made. But there you go. I guess they're going to maybe just surround these spears now and break them. And then do some damage to the rest. But yeah, there you go. That is kind of like the first part of the attack, I guess, by the dwarves. And now it's going to be like, well, further back into the cities where they're going to be defending. I don't think they've got as great positions now for their crossbows. But yeah, they've got some pretty decent positions still. Obviously, they've got like the really nasty final choke point, which is going to be pretty brutal to get through, I imagine. And I imagine they will be getting back there at some point because they're kind of running out of mainline infantry pretty quick. They've got pikes left, halberds left, and crossbows, a lot of them, and shock infantry. They haven't got much in the way of swords. Obviously, one of their swords is out of commission at the moment, all the way over there. But I'm sure that in time they will be thinking about retreating because the dwarves still have plenty of infantry, plenty. But yeah, so we'll see how the next stage goes, obviously. Anyway, we are back. Unfortunately, I had to go away and just, well, I had to go and just have some food quickly. So we are back anyway. I am now refreshed. I have some food, and we are here for the second half of the siege. Obviously, you guys going to just be continuing, probably watching on. But yeah, we've got Erebor here, obviously, moving forward. He looks like he's going to be focusing down some evil dwarven infantry here, as we are obviously calling them in this video. And it seems like, I mean, I don't think these I don't think those archers can get through, but these crossbows here, they're going to do a lot of nasty work. This is what you want. You want these armor-piercing crossbows, and they will break through these halberdier armor, and also, obviously, the spear guards here. But what they are really and truly going for is these halberdiers. They want to take them out, so they can then push in here very much a lot easier. But as you can see over here, we have dwarven axe warriors here facing up against spear guard, and they are going to be trying to... They're going to be trying to break through. I mean, the pikes are going to Isengard. I mean, Isengard's not really got his pikes in proper phalanx here, so this is a bit of a problem. Kind of wants to want to retreat them and just let them set up and then just pike push them forward. They don't need to do anything else. That is all they need to do. I feel like they're going to lose troops like this. I mean, Uruk-hai pikes aren't the strongest pikes in the world, but I mean, they are pretty handy. I mean, they're better than anything else that like pike-wise that anyone's got. I mean, I don't know why these tomb wardens are still out here. These seems like they're just being left out there to their own devices. But I'd be bringing them in. Want to do some, get them in here, do some work. I mean, they could do some really nasty work on these halberdiers here. They could do some really nasty work. I mean, these halberdiers, are they taking losses? They're taking a few losses, but not many. But yeah, I mean, the defenders haven't got much left in the way of infantry. I mean, they've got a few, like, axe units. I mean, they've got a general unit that has a general in it. They've got some berserkers. They've got some Wyand stormers here. They've got Uruk-hai pikes. They've got another stormer and a crossbow, obviously, all the way over here that are still trying to get their way back in. So, I mean, they've got some infantry, but they don't have too much in the way. So, I mean, I don't know if they can really afford to hold here for long. But they're going to do it. They're going to hold it. I mean, the pikes are already in their swords, which is a bad sign. Some of them are. Yeah, these guys haven't really set up. They haven't got their pikes down, so they're not really, like, pushing back the dwarves, keeping them at bay. The dwarves are able to get nice and close. They're going to be doing some damage to those pikes. And honestly, I'll just be falling those pikes back, retreating them. I mean, the dwarves already have infantry committed here. Do they really need to throw in the pikes just yet? Who knows? I mean, I'm surprised that they... the dwarves, the attacking dwarves haven't fallen back just to allow these pikes to get focused down. You can see here we've still got one sapper. He's still chilling, doing his thing. He's got his bomb ready. I don't know what he's waiting for. Maybe for a big blob of infantry to come around this corner. Which he may be doing very soon because the halberdiers are starting to thin out a little bit. As are the spear guards here. I mean, these halberdiers are getting hit hard. They've lost like another 3 just while we've been stood here. Yeah, these crossbows will These crossbows, I'm sure, will burn through all their ammo. Yep, look at this. They're dropping quite quickly. Each volley is killing, well, quite a lot. I mean, they just... This is a good way to get through infantry. Just bring up crossbows. I mean, they've got their own halberdiers. I don't know why they don't just use them, but maybe they're saving them for later. I don't know. We've got 2 moderns here setting up, so I mean, they are also going to do some pretty nasty work, I imagine. But, yeah, I mean, they could just send some 2 mortars in. They'd probably unlock it, but maybe they're trying to save them for the late game. I'm really not sure. This isn't really a great position for crossbows, though. Uruk-hai crossbows here. I'd be honestly getting them up over here and trying to scare off the enemy's crossbows just to keep your halberds in check or keep them alive. Nope, they are not happy. They had lost they've lost quite a lot of men now, and you can see the pikes losing quite a lot of men as they retreat from that combat. I don't know why they hadn't done that a lot earlier. That was a bad move there, really, by the defenders, just setting them up and just leaving them there out of position. And there you go, Dwarven Barrack Guard going in. They will cut down plenty of those troops there. And look at that, the Wyan Sapper is in there and he's trying to set himself up. He needs to be careful if he's still going to blow up his own troops, which he could quite easily do. I guess that's why that combat kind of broke apart. I mean, I think just the Sapper being in there scared everyone off. Yeah, we're just kind of waiting for this choke point really to like open up. It seems like the Axis are losing here, and look at this. The pole arms have been shot up enough, and that was enough to force back the dwarves. I mean, this is a big risk because I mean, in doing so, they're just allowing these troops to get surrounded. This seems like a terrible decision, really. They were better holding there. They just should have just held on. But you look at this, you can see Tyler actually is going to now have to hold on, and the rest of the dwarves are running back. And yeah, they could be in a little bit of trouble there. I feel like also, are they being... Poor Sapper's being shot at. Poor guy. He can't even get a break. Not even now. Yeah, he is. I think he is actually getting focused down. Yeah, they are trying to kill this poor guy. He's dodging all the archer volleys, though. Look at this. He's going to go and... I wonder if he's going to try and send him in. Quite possibly. There's a lot of microing going on down here by the... by Isengard trying to keep that Sapper alive. I mean, it's... He's going to have to send them in soon, because the longer they get, like, pinned back here, they're just going to be able to focus him down. And also, like, there's a lot of Dwarven and Isengard troops left that are going to be bottled up in this area. Setting off a bomb in there is going to just do as much damage to the enemy as it is to your own men. These crossbows, they need to get back. I mean, they don't want to just stay in combat here. They need those crossbows for late game. Maybe. I mean, it's hard to say. But, I mean, you want every man alive at this point. The defenders have 1,700 and they're facing 2,200 dwarves. That's not good odds. The dwarves are a nasty bunch to kill. There you go, these crossbows getting back. They should have been going back a little while ago. But there you go, the dwarves are through the next choke points, or the next set of 2 choke points. Not too many losses really for them. I mean, I think they like lost 1 axe, but since then has rallied. Yeah, not really. They've done a really good job with the attackers. The attackers did a really good job in scaring off like the dwarves by just firing some crossbows at them. And it seems like the same thing, the same scenario just happened here, I would imagine. But they are kind of running short on ammo. Well, I'll say that they've got a full crossbow here. That'll be very handy. Oh, actually, you know what? Oh, wow, they have a lot of crossbow ammo left. Yeah, the attackers are in a good situation, really, going into this next phase, really. The defenders obviously going to defend here, but they're not even defending the other choke point, which is just around here. So they can just flank around, and they could, well, just surround this defense, or just make it irrelevant. And then Well, it's just these last few. I mean, the crossbows for the defenders are going to be becoming more and more useless. They're not easy to just arc over and shoot. They really need them down here and firing. That's why you kind of need them on walls and stuff like that. But we'll see what happens. The dwarves here doing their best, you know. Feel like, and then at least the pikes have got the pikes down this time. They're not going to just get like caught out of position. They are already getting shot at. And with those Urukai pikes that are getting focused down. You can see Dwarven Spearguard coming up in the rear. They're going to do as much work as they can. I mean, it looks like they're going to be going and defending the other choke point, maybe. As you can see, the Dwarves are rushing axes over here. And, I mean, even if they just hold, like, this choke point here. Like, the Dwarves, that's fine. They don't need to necessarily hold here, but they just can't let the attackers just flank around here just easily. I mean, Urukai pikes are dying to hold this choke point. They don't want to just let this choke point just fall so easily. Maybe they're going to try and lure in the dwarves and use that sapper on them. I don't know. I mean, one bomb, I mean, it might be able to kill like 30 or 40 dwarves. But here we go. He's coming forward. I mean, sure, he's just going to get shot. Is there any archers nearby to shoot him? Well, there's some crossbows, but I think that sapper's going to get there before anyone else can. Oh, look at that. They're running from him as soon as he gets close. Everyone's just scared of the sapper, and he's going to go back around. They should have just kept him hidden, just kept him here. And as soon as they came around the corner, he could have spooked them and blown himself up. But yeah, these pikes starting to get focused down. They've lost, what, like 30 guys now? Yeah, they just bring forward the crossbows. They need to, like, fire some shots. I'm surprised, like I said, the dwarves really need to bring a mix of bows and crossbows, like in a siege. Like, in a siege scenario, unless you're going to defend the walls forever and you're going to be able to use your crossbows effectively, like this stage of the siege, usually most of the maps don't really work for crossbows late game. So if you've got lots of ammo left, you kind of wasted your chance to use it. Unless you're obviously the attacker. Like being a defender, you want to have your infantry in front, so crossbows can't get an easy line of shot, like a line of sight really. This is a shame. Looks like over here that we might be able to. Well, no, maybe not. Though these crossbows, I'm sure, just focus on the spear guard a little bit. But at the same time, you could just send axes forward. One of those. It's, I'm sure when the axes go forward, those halberds will move up, and they will support the attack, or support the defense, I should say. Yeah, here we go. Looks like the dwarves going to go in over here, and the dwarven kinslaying continues. So much dwarven blood being spilt this day. It's a sad day for Middle Earth. And it seems like the attackers today, well, it's easy to tell the difference between the attackers and the defenders. Attackers have axes, defenders have spears. And there's halberds coming in now and Manchu reclaimers. Wow, they're really throwing in everything they have with the defenders. Yeah, the halberds will really support this fight. They'll really do a good job. Keep pushing forward. I'm surprised the dwarves haven't retreated as soon as the halberds came forward. I'm surprised the attackers didn't think, you know what, we'll retreat. Because this can't be good for them. Those halberds, I mean, they're good. I mean, they're average, I'd say, actually, at best. But, you know, it's better than nothing with these halberds. And they'll still get plenty of kills on normal infantry, which I count these guys as. Over on the other side, as you can see here, absolutely nothing has changed. Looks like the pike's pushing forward, though. They're kind of already sick of being shot at by crossbows. This is a bit of a risk. It looks like they're going to try and silence the crossbows, but all that's going to do and achieve is getting flanked by Erebor axes here, and that's not a good sign. I mean, this could cost them a lot of pikemen here. Like, they're getting caught out, flanked, as you can see this guy here. He's like on the extreme left, getting flanked. It looks like there's Erebor axes or Erebor crossbows as well for the defenders coming forward, and they're trying to silence crossbows, but I don't know how much it's really achieved. I mean, these crossbows are not out of ammo. I mean, if they really wanted the attackers, they could just flank around, which they probably should. Or I mean, there's crossbows waiting for them, but I mean, you could just won't be hard to take them out. But yeah, you can see here losing decisive with the halberds in here doing a really nasty job. And then, oh boy, the sapper's coming forward. The sapper is coming forward. He's going to try and set himself off from that. I mean, it's going to be pretty difficult to do that. Let's keep an eye on him. He's literally just here. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. He's kind of stuck behind some of his own infantry. Oh, it might be about to happen. No, he looks like he's just got killed. There you go. Yeah, the sapper died instead. That's pretty anticlimactic. I thought he was about to just set himself off, but no, he then got killed. And over here, as you can see, the pikes still getting focused down by the crossbows in front of them. I don't know why these crossbows are like standing behind the ones that have no ammo, but they should probably like be out front. They'd do a lot better. The pikes are already in a bit of trouble. You can see they're pushing forward. They're going to be losing men as they get chopped down by these Erebor axe warriors that are winning decisively. And the pikes are wavering. 65 men left. They are just seriously trying to silence some crossbows with no ammo. They're already silenced. They silenced themselves. They burnt through their ammo. There's plenty more. The thing is, these pikes are like, oh, we've got to kill these crossbows off, but they don't really need to. Like, there's a lot of them already. There's still a lot of crossbows left. Probably more than the pikes could ever hope to kill, because, well, they're quite well protected, put it like that. You've still got one pike unit of the defenders. I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be a miracle if they can turn this one around, the defenders. But we'll see. I mean, I guess they're just going for time at this point. They're just trying to slow down the defense, and if they can win on time, then that's probably that's like a mission success for them. We'll go with. Yeah, looks like the pike's broken. That's not good. If I was the attackers now, I'd be pushing up this hill. You can see Isengard's retreating infantry. Really, you could throw these berserkers in. It's kind of I mean, he's got 2 left. I mean, it's up to him, really. I mean, I certainly want my choke point to be defended by berserkers. That'd be a nasty fight. Really, really a nasty fight. But yeah, it seems like over here, same old story. Halberds in this choke point, turning around. But you can see that the attackers have brought forward their own halberds now. The golden armoured Tomb Wardens being sent forward to do their bit. And in come even more Dwarven Axe Warriors. Really, they should just fall back all their infantry and let the halberds go forward and just let them get to the front and do their work. Then the Tomb Wardens can turn this fight around. Oh, and they've managed to loosen crossbows here as well. This is not good. I mean, it also doesn't look great there for the Dwarven Barrack Guard. They're losing decisively in this fight. There you go. They've got rid of those crossbows. There you go. Signs even more crossbows. And these guys have a decent amount of ammo left. I should try and get these guys out of there and try and get maybe some berserkers in that choke point. But what's next in the line? It's going to be Isengard's general, and I imagine the pikes will get thrown in as well. That's going to be a pretty nasty mix. And you can see here the Dwarven general, or well, he's not got a general anymore, is dead. Since he's dead, but you know, the general unit is fighting on here. Mantra Claim is trying to defend the flank. So the halberds are doing some pretty decent work. These Barrack Guard are winning this fight again. Oh god, against Mantra Claim. I'm kind of surprised at that. I mean, they are both like top tier units, but I would have thought that the magic claims might be able to hold on. They had more troops as well. These halberds, you know, they're actually doing kind of work. Kind of doing okay. A general's trying to be taken out. So that'll be Isengard's general being trying to take out. I mean, they are just attacking. They're just going straight in. They are kind of running out of time. The attackers, they kind of need to just get a move on. The defenders, you see, they're quite happy with this. This pike and Testudo combos can be pretty handy. Have they even moved that other Tomb Warden? They have. Okay, they haven't moved. I presume it's... Oh, where the heck did these guys turn up from? Why? Oh, these were the guys that was cut off. They never managed to get back. So they've got White and Stormers here and crossbows on the wall. That I've never made it back to the defenses. I did wonder about these guys. I did think a little bit short, but you know what? Here you go. So the dwarves got to deal with like a little bit of a rear, like reinforcement, like force, I guess we'll call it. But yeah, we'll call it reinforcements. I mean, they just appeared from, I don't know, the pits of Isengard somewhere, and they just decided, you know what, we want to kill some dwarves. I mean, I just focus these guys down, but I mean, it's a pretty good defense here by the dwarves. They set up some crossbows. They've got some axe warriors. It's a pretty good defense that they have set up. Ready to go. Why aren't the dwarves, yeah, I was going to say, circling around and just silencing these crossbows once and for all? But, I mean, these halberds once and for all. But the spear guard's ready. So they were prepared for this. They're going to defend this little alleyway to the death, to the last man by the looks of it. But these Tomb Wardens should win. And, like, they have not even lost a single man yet. They'll gun down these Erebor halberds. Well, not gun them down, but poke them down. They're already actually wavering. There you go. Axes coming in. These spears have done such a good job. They'll hold on for a little while longer. They can go to like their 20 men left. The halberds not necessarily. Casualty sustained. They're shaken. Might be about to break. We'll see. But as you can see over here, this is not looking good here for the... what happened to the pikes? Are they still in there? I think they are still in there. No, they're not. What happened to the pikes? Oh, they're just back here. Alright. And the general's retreating. They're just going to throw berserkers in. I think it was a good combo. Are they really just going to defend this one little point and they're going to try and like get the crossbows, get some flanking fire? I mean, surely like a good attacker would just send like one unit to go and silence his crossbows. Yep. Looks like that job's going to be some Erebor axe warriors maybe. The berserkers here just kind of getting pulled through by the looks of it. That's a shame. That's kind of off. I mean, they're losing decisively because of this. Hopefully the dwarves are losing a decent amount of men, but they are probably, yeah. I mean, the berserkers are going to get cut down. That's a real shame. And they're also getting focused down here. Like, look at that poor guy there. Dead. Yep, and the crossbows getting silenced as they would be. Barrett Garda getting sent in. Seems a bit overkill, but you know what? Sending the best of shock to kill the best crossbows around. Yep, they're going to defend this one little choke point here.
Enemy general is dead.
Enemy general is dead. All the way over here? How did they get him? Oh, the crossbows. I presume, yeah, the crossbows took him out. That's pretty cheeky. So there you go. The crossbows here took him out. And now they're running back. And the Stormers going to have to fight in formation here. But, I mean, that's not the end of the world, really, for the Dwarves. Like, Dwarves losing a general is not the end of the world. Like, they've got really good like morale. The unit's pretty elite. So, I mean, that's not the end of the world. It's more a problem if Isengard loses his. Certainly is more of a problem. And this last choke point is not very friendly for the camera, but I will do my best. Seeing here, like, the dwarves desperate trying to break through. Isengard is defending this. I feel like this is like roles reversed almost for like Isengard's like faced enemies where they just like hold themselves up in a little fortress, like, you know, the Hornburg. And they were the ones trying to break in, and now it's the other way around, and Isengard's trying to defend their little fortress. No, it's not Rohan. I feel like it's a nice bit of irony. And there you go. All the dwarves are dead. They all died down there. So it is just Isengard left with 5 minutes to go. So can the dwarves break through, or will Isengard in fact hold out? And then for some miraculous reason the battle ends and the dwarves go home. It's a very strange premise. It's like after an hour, it's just like, okay guys, we couldn't break through in an hour, we go home, we'll try again another day. It's a very strange premise that is made like a total war. Like, that just wouldn't happen in war, obviously. I guess you just pretend that, like, it's got dark, or, I don't know, reinforcing armies arrive. I mean, even if it got dark, if you were at this point of the battle, like this point of the siege, you'd press on, you'd just go on, you'd fight into the night. Bring up some torches, it'd be fine. Crossbows here getting broken. I honestly think Isengard's going to break from army losses. He's got 500 men left. Oh, he's breaking troops over here. These crossbows just broke some axe throwers, which is kind of surprising. I mean, they need to now move. They need to stop wasting their ammo and turn around here. And then they can just start focusing down these axe throwers here. Because these stormers are getting chopped down.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
That's not a good sign. More men breaking. Oh, this is more crossbows. Okay. But they need to get everything just like in the choke point. But it seems like they're just retreating stuff so they can get the swords, the stormers back into shield wall. Berserkers I just keep in there in the mix. Berserkers can cause all sorts of havoc with their big swords. Chopping stuff down left, right and centre. Yeah, it seems like, I don't know what these crossbows are doing. These crossbows need to move. I don't know whether the defender maybe just forgot about his little force he has over here. Maybe he's just so worried about his last stand. But, I mean, you could get a few more kills, you know. Kill a few more dwarves off. Yeah, here he goes. Moves them now. These stormers are so bloodied up, though. My god. And I mean, it's red blood, so you got to believe it's dwarven blood. You can't believe, because it should be black blood if it was zero orcs. Here we go. Nice little volley into the side of these dwarves. I feel like most of those bolts just missed, but we just like we'll get past that. Maybe there's fountains blocking them all. The holy fountain of Erebor blocking all the shots. I mean, yeah, you get the two more ones in there, they'll do some work. They're just throwing in everything they have. It's just a blob of infantry in there right now. They're just trying to use sheer numbers to try and push through push through this choke point. I see archers in there, and these archers seem to be like taking the front lines. It's just going to be feeding kills these berserkers.
Men are losing faith.
But the men are losing faith, men are wavering. Is in fact the White Stormers, and the crossbows are being silenced as soon as they fire a volley. The dwarves go, nah, that's enough of that. That is enough of that. Anyway, back over to this side. I mean, this is an absolute mess. This is like a proper choke point fight, this is. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. It's certainly been a fun one. Nice to see an Erebor civil war, even though it's now coming down to Erebor versus Isengard. And the pikes, I don't know what this formation that we're going for with the pikes, but half of them aren't really looking the right way. They're looking at this nice building here. Clearly they love the architecture. Never thought Uruk-hai would like architecture, but there you go. Apparently they do. Berserkers just need to keep on chopping down. Oh, look at that. Killing another poor archer. Keep killing all the archers you can. And there you go. It's not long left. 300 versus 1,500. Wow. I mean, one of them is an unbreakable unit. Managed to claim his goods to the front line now though, so some elites are here. Still a lot of archers on this front line though as well. This is not a good sign. I mean, men are running. Okay, nothing else. There's not long left. Isengard looks like they're maybe about to hold on. Are Isengard about to defend this city? And for some reason, the dwarves will just turn around and go, "Nah, we're not interested. We're going home now." And there you go. Seems like Day 9 puts magic to the front lines, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to be forced into a draw, which I guess you can say is a defender's victory because they held the point. So yeah, well done to Isengard and to Erebor. They did a really good job. But yeah, so let's have a quick look at some of the end results. We've got Val here with Isengard, 148 with his White Hand Stormers, 78 with his Berserkers. A bit low, these Berserker kills here, to be fair. Kind of a bit of a shame to see that. 139 kills with his crossbows, and his Sappers only getting 3 kills. But we did see them explode, so I guess they just don't register the explosion kills. And then we've got Misfit here, who's playing as Erebor. Like the defender's Erebor, the evil Erebor. 142 kills with his Halberdiers is not bad. 92 kills with his Axe Warriors. 144 with his crossbows, but yeah, nothing too amazing. I mean, I guess he's fighting other dwarves, so it's hard to get great kills. Leon here, playing as one of the attacking Erebor armies. He's got 48 kills with Dwarven Barrack Guard General before he got sniped. 193 kills with Erebor Axe Warriors. He's really good. 226 with this one, even better. His Mantra claims are doing 49 kills, and 184 with his crossbows is good as well. And then we have Silent, who's playing as the final Erebor army. Dane getting 13 kills, 189 kills with Dwarven Barrack Guard, 203 with this one, some really good kills here. 103 kills with his Axe Warriors, 120 kills with his Mantra Claims, and they're still really healthy. 86 with his Tomb Wardens, again healthy. 164 with his Archers, Red Mountains, 104 with his Crossbows. So well done to all the players that took part. Well done to the defenders for holding on and managing to defend the Citadel to the last man. And then I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show support. Feel free to join the Discord to get involved in some Rise of Mordor action. As always, the link is in the description down below. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and make sure as well to check out the new Rise of Mordor update that will be out by the time this video is out. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next one.